What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with a brand new review for Ready to Love, Make a Move, Season 1, Episode 10. And the episode is titled Mama Knows Best, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into this episode review, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode is, it picks up where the last one left off. And you guys remember the last one ended with Zadia. And Zadia had made a decision, right? Well, Zadia ended up keeping Cameron. And I was like, girl, why? Why are you continuously keeping Cameron around? I'm so confused. Then we move over to Charisse. And Charisse let go of Nick. And she's keeping Maurice. And I was like, again, for both of these women, why? Now, I am really tripping about the fact that Charisse let go of Nick, but I'm still confused as to the fact to why Charisse is keeping around Maurice. The man is on mute, but it is what it is. So the men left, and Tamika came out and told the ladies at this point, the blind dates are done. Thank you. We're done with the blind dates. And so this week, the ladies will be meeting their keepers, friends, and family. I was like, cool. All right, it is what it is. So they meet up. I don't know where the hell they were at, but they were all in the same place together. So all the ladies are there, and their keepers are going to be coming with their families. And I was like, families, friends, whoever they want to meet these women. I have something to say about one of the ladies and her meeting her keepers people. I felt the way about it, and I'll discuss it with you guys in just a little bit. But you guys, let's pause here and move forward. So we'll start up with the first person. So Charisse. Charisse is meeting Maurice's cousin and his daughter. And they're both beautiful women, right? So his daughter is a speech pathologist. And I'm like, oh, Ashley's a speech therapist, and my best friend's a speech pathologist. And the thing that kind of threw me with Charisse was, I was like, oh my God. So Charisse was like, my dad's name is Maurice. I was like, say what now? Your daddy's name is Maurice? So are you, never mind. Because I was kind of weirded out. I'd be like, I would be weirded out to date someone that has any of my parents' name, right? Like because you guys, I have two mothers. If like my mother, my biological mother and my adoptive mother, if I met a woman that had their names, I would be like, that's a little, I wouldn't want to be like, but that's weird. It's one thing to have you can have one of my siblings' names, but my parents' name, yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily be interested in that. Would you guys let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about that? Would y'all date somebody that would y'all date a woman or a man that had your mom or dad's name? Now, I could see it if it was like a grandparent's name, because no, can't even see that either. No. I was about to say I could see it if it was a grandparent, but I can't see a grandparent either. Unless it was a grandparent that I didn't know. Unless it was a grandparent that I just didn't know like that, maybe. But if it was somebody that, nah. Nope, wouldn't be for me. Nope. So Cameron is introducing Zadia to his best friend Mario. And here's the thing that I will say, right? Because his best friend said that the one thing that he loves about Cameron is how disciplined Cameron is, right? And I want to say this, there's not anything wrong with the fact that Cameron is very disciplined in the things that he does. There's nothing at all wrong with that. I think the problem comes in with Cameron when it comes to Zadia. I don't think that he's intentional because, again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. You can be disciplined. It's okay to be structured and disciplined, but you also have to find a balance and be able to structure your life outside of that discipline. You know, you can be disciplined, but also remember that there is a margin of error, and not everything is not going to be perfect. Everything is not going to go according to how you want it to go. There are going to be some things that do slip, that don't work out the way that you want it to. But it's good to have that discipline and that structure. It is, but you also need to keep an open mind. Like, yeah, I want to do it this way. I want to do this. I want to do that. I have a plan to do this, and I have a plan to do that. But also keep in mind that something could, you know, life happens. Things happen. Unforeseen things happen every day, right? But I want you guys to tell me what you thought. Now, here is where we ran into some issues. Donald brought his friend. It was a man and it was a woman. And for me, the lady friend was very vocal. And I was like, ma'am, you are coming on way too strong to Ashley. I was not feeling his friend whatsoever. I thought she did the most. I was like, ma'am, calm down. Because she was talking, I mean, the way she was coming at Ashley. Now, the male friend asked Ashley what made her pick him at first. And she said it was his eyes, his smile, and his confidence. The woman friend, she said, well, I heard about you eliminated him. So, why did you eliminate him? And Ashley said the lack of communication. And the friend said, well, girl, I was right there beside him, and I definitely saw him text you. I was like, ma'am, pipe down. And let me put this on the forefront. I do believe that Donald texted Ashley. I believe Ashley probably didn't get the message. Like, that happens. Not with me, because I'm an iPhone boy. So I typically get every message. Do I get every message from people? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I was about to say, do I not get it? Yeah, I think I get pretty much every message. So I don't know if this is not to be shady or anything to anybody, right? Because I know that I probably got some people who got Androids, and this is not to be shady, but I don't know how an Android phone works, because with an iPhone, because most people that I communicate with, we have we have iPhones. Most of my friends, I do have some friends who are on Androids, and that's no again, that's no shade. I don't have no problem with an Android. If you like your Android, you like your Android, right? But the thing is, when it's Apple to Apple, you can see when a text message is delivered to someone. And if they have their read receipts on, you can also see when they read the text message. If they don't have the read receipts on, then you won't see it. Um, so I don't know how it is to have an Android phone. I don't. So is that something that's common with Androids? Like, is it common to send a text message to someone? And now I will say there was one point. I haven't always had an Android phone, right? But there was one time where I had a Motorola phone back in the I had a Motorola, and I had the Motorola, I had the Razr phone, and I had a LG phone as well. And with the LG phone, there were some times that people would say, I didn't get your text message back, right? And the same with the Razr. There were times that people would say that they didn't get the text messages, and I know for a fact that I sent it, and I'd be like, I definitely text you. You must didn't get it. So, yeah. But like I said, if that's still a thing, let me know in the comments section, you guys. But like I said, I think that Donald's friend was coming on too strong. Then they started talking about the way that Donald dresses, and the friend, Mama really got offended by what she was saying about the fact that the man wears loafers. I was like, what are we doing? I was so confused. Like, girl, what are we doing here? and why are we doing it? Because it made no sense to me. Now, Vernisha. Vernisha met Tabari's mother and his brother, and I will say that Tabari looked like his mama and his brother, right? Vernisha, I think you looked amazing in your dress, but I will say one thing that I did notice when y'all started dancing, when the second line came in and y'all started dancing, Vernisha's dress, right around her cleavage area, right? I did notice that your, your girls right here were just poking out. I was like, did she not? I was wondering, was it cold? Did she not know? Because I mean, they were just. But this is the first time that I've noticed that where Benicia likes. I think, and I don't have a problem with it. I just like, I don't know if I would. I don't necessarily know if that. Well, she didn't know who she was. Let's keep her. She didn't know who she was meeting, so she didn't know she was meeting his mother. Because I think if she knew that she was meeting his mom, she probably wouldn't have wore that dress. I don't know. It wasn't a bad dress, but I don't think it was a type of dress that you would wear to meet someone's mom. And I'm not shaming in any way. I'm just saying, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. I don't. I was looking at this and I was trying to like look at it, and I was looking at Vernisha, and I noticed one thing between Vernisha and Tabari. It was the body language. So Venisha's sitting right here, and Tabari, there's a lot of space in between she and Tabari. He's not close to her, and she's not close to him. And I was like, that's kind of telling. That's a little telling. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me if I'm reading too much into it, you guys. Well, let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So after that, we get these individual dates with the ladies and their keepers. So Vernisha went out with Tabari, and she was telling him like how meeting his mom felt like home and all that kind of stuff. And with her meeting his mother, that made her like him more. I was like, does it really? Okay. All right. Do I think that Vernisha is gonna make a move with Tabari in the end? I really don't, you guys. I don't think they do. One thing that I can say positive about Tabari in this scene with Vernisha, they had a he was very serious. He wasn't joking with her in this scene. And she was talking about how she's experienced some loss. Her daughter's father passed away. Her best friend of 10, her best friend that her best friend died 10 years ago. Her daughter's father's mother had passed away. And I was like, wow, you have been through a lot. Let me know if you guys think that Vernisha is going to pick Tabari in the end. Next up, we see Zadia and Charisse talking. So Zadia and Charisse were having a conversation about Ashley meeting Donald's friend, right? So Charisse didn't necessarily like the fact that Ashley was meeting his female friend, because Charisse, and I'm gonna be real with you, Charisse. This sounds like straight up insecurities. The fact that you would ask your man and this woman, so did you guys ever kiss? Did you guys ever go on a date? Did you guys ever have sex? Did you guys ever do this? Like, I don't like that, because you guys know, I've told you guys numerous times, my best friend is a woman. Now, I do have male best friends, right? But my best friend is a woman. We have never crossed any lines with each other. We've never crossed that line with each other. We are best friends. We are brother and sister. And I don't know, people like when they hear women and men say, oh, that's my brother, oh, that's my sister, you side eye it. But for me and my best friend, it's literally a brother sister relationship. Nothing less, nothing more to our relationship. I don't look at my best friend in that way. I've never looked at her in that way, and I'm never going to look at her in that way. Love her down. That's my sister. And I would be so offended if, well, she's married, but that's neither here nor there. But if somebody literally asked me and her, like, So, like, if I'm introducing somebody to her, and I'm saying like, hey, we kicking it, and you hit her with, have y'all ever kissed? Have y'all ever, done had sex? Have y'all ever gone on a date? I'd be like, wait a minute, why are you asking her those questions? That is my best friend. I've known her since we were in high school. We've been friends for almost 20 years. So that's disrespectful to ask her that question. That's disrespectful as hell to ask that question. And that just goes to your insecurities. Men can be friends with women and have platonic relationships. Not every man is sleeping with their best friend. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions. And I think Zadia is more on the lines of me. Now, Zadia asked Sharice about her and LJ. And I know Sharice brought up the fact that LJ, on their season of Rated to Love, he introduced his ex to Trinika. And Trinika asked the ex when was the last time that they saw each other or had sex with each other. And she said a month ago. That's because you're meeting his ex. And that was his ex that she was being introduced to, not his friend, his ex. His ex, Sharice. That was an ex. That was an ex, not his friend. So don't get those lines don't get those lines confused. Ex, friend, they're not the same. They're not synonymous. My ex is not going to, like, I'm not going to sit here and introduce you to my ex and be like, oh, this is my best friend. And then you be like, wait a minute, I thought that was your best friend, but that's your ex. Like, no. Now, so sure, Zadia said, well, girl, I saw you and him kiss. Now, she said they kissed on the lip. Now, I was like, man, if y'all kissed on the lip, why did you kiss him on the lip if that's just your friend? Again, let me go back one step and say, my best friend, we ain't never kissed. Never going to kiss. I have never kissed my best friend on the lips. I have never kissed any of my friends on the lips. Any of my friends. I ain't never kissed not on one of my friends on the lips. Like, no. Like, the fuck we kissing on the lips for? And Sharice said it was just a peck. I was like, was it a peck, Sharice? Was it a peck? And Sharice was like, well, if you had sex with what's his name, Cameron, you had sex with Cameron. I was like, oh, so we just putting it all on the table. Okay. And so she told Zadi, you're mean, you're in competition with others. And I was like, okay. Like, we just spilling all the tea. It was funny to me. I laughed, you guys. I thought it was hilarious. So, Sharice, she went out and got pedicures with Maurice. In this episode, Maurice actually talked. He was talking to her about, he was in the army, in the reserves, he was in the Gulf War. They talked about travel. I was like, so the man does know how to hold a conversation, but why hasn't he held a conversation prior to now? But it is what it is, you guys. Then we see Zadia and Cameron going on a date. I'm not even gonna go into deep detail about that date because at the end of it, Cameron is once again, Zadia, I don't know if you are ignoring what this man is saying to you or what, or if it's just the fact that you literally put all your eggs in this one basket and now you just got to see it through to the end because this man is telling you to leave him alone without literally saying, girl, leave me the fuck alone. I don't like you. I don't want to be with you. Zadia, you are embarrassing yourself, my love. Like, I am embarrassed for Zadia. Oh my God. Zadia. I feel bad for you, sis. I really, really do. Then the end of the episode. We end the episode with fucking Ashley. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So the episode, like I said, it ended with Ashley. And for me personally, I do believe Ashley was doing way too much in this scene with Donald. I want Ashley to get the hell off my TV screen, go get therapy. Like, I'm going to ask this question again, you guys. Because she was doing all the hand. Now, she wasn't doing it in his face, but she was doing all the hand movements. And it's just like, oh my, just doing the hand movement with these Edward Scissorhand nails. It's just like, girl, what's going on? Let's, like, what the fuck? Ashley, please get Ashley off my, like, Ashley, go heal, sis. That's all I want you to do. And I'm going to ask this question and then we finna end this episode review. Was was Ashley like this on her season of Ready to Love? You guys know I didn't watch season 1 or 2 or 3 of Ready to Love. Let me know. Was she like this on her season? Because if she was, she is a lot to handle. And I mean, God, Ash is just a lot for me. But that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Then in the comment section below, you guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.